In 2020, the Forbidden City celebrated its 600th anniversary, and the Palace Museum also celebrated its 95th birthday. This magnificent palace was commissioned by the Yongle Emperor Zhu Di of the Ming Dynasty in 1406, with the renowned architect Kuai Xiang as its chief architect. Construction took 14 years, a protracted period, and employed millions of laborers, spanning a vast 720.000 square meters and encompassing approximately 150.000 square meters of floor space. The Forbidden City now stands proudly, boasting 9.999 and a half rooms. Since its initial construction, during the Yongle reign of the Ming Dynasty, the Forbidden City has spanned 600 years. As a symbol of imperial power, it witnessed the rise and fall of countless dynasties, yet also faced danger and crumble amidst the ravages of war. Today, the Palace Museum sits peacefully in the heart of Beijing, a vital historical treasure of the city. During the Ming Dynasty, the renowned General Zhang Fu led numerous frontier campaigns. In the early years of the Yongle reign, during his campaigns in Jiaoxi, Vietnam, he selected a group of handsome young men, castrated them, and brought them back to China. Nguyen was one of the most outstanding of these men. Upon arriving in China, Nguyen embarked on a journey of study, demonstrating exceptional talent in architectural design, which laid a solid foundation for his future as a project manager. In the fourth year of the Yongle reign, Emperor Qingzu of the Ming Dynasty decided to build the city of Beijing, and the renovation of the Forbidden City began, a 14-year project. However, despite the massive scale of the project, upon its completion, the Forbidden City only loosely mimicked the layout of the Nanjing Imperial City, with many projects, such as the inner city gates, remaining unfinished. More than a decade later, when the throne passed to Zhu Di's great-grandson, Emperor Yingzong of the Ming Dynasty, Zhu Qizhen, he resolved to complete the construction of the city gates. This decision was not only a matter of imperial dignity, but also of the city's defenses. Initially, Kai Xian was to be appointed project manager, but his proposal was overly expensive, requiring 180.000 laborers. However, this difficulty was ultimately resolved by Yuan and proposed a more frugal plan, eliminating the need to work on all 9 city gates simultaneously, thus reducing the project's scope and conserving manpower. He cleverly mobilized over 10.000 soldiers trained in Beijing, incentivized them with bonuses, and utilized leftover building materials from previous renovations, significantly reducing costs. The entire project took less than 3 years, and the 9 main gate towers, 10 moon towers, and 4 corner towers, along with accompanying archery towers, a city wall, and other supporting facilities, were successfully completed. Yuan's true excellence lies not only in the numerous projects he oversaw, but also in his lifelong integrity. The 9 Dragon Screen, a magnificent structure standing in front of the Huangji Hall, is a must-see for every visitor to the Forbidden City. Its exquisite glasswork is breathtaking, with each dragon expertly crafted from delicate glass components. However, careful visitors might notice that a glass component on the 3rd white dragon from the east of the 9-dragon wall has been cleverly replaced with a carved wood one. During the construction of the 9-dragon wall, a daunting challenge arose. Due to the complex glass firing process, one of the components was damaged. However, as the completion date approached, it was no longer possible to refire it. Faced with this sudden situation, the artisans were terrified, scrambling to find a solution. Then, one craftsman had a sudden inspiration, meticulously carving a component out of wood and painting it white to impersonate the damaged glass component, effectively resolving the problem. The Hall of Supreme Harmony, reverently known as the Golden Throne Hall, embodies China's rich historical and cultural heritage. When the Forbidden City was first constructed during the Ming Dynasty, the Hall of Supreme Harmony far surpassed its current size. However, wooden structures are highly susceptible to fire, and each reconstruction required a vast quantity of high-quality timber. It is said that during the Kangxi reign, when the Hall of Supreme Harmony was rebuilt, due to a shortage of Nanmu wood of sufficient size, wood was even sourced from Ming tombs, with reduced specifications required to meet the requirements. The Hall of Supreme Harmony was nicknamed the Golden Throne Hall because its floor was paved with expensive gold bricks. The gold bricks here do not refer to bricks made of pure gold, but rather to their high price, with a single brick costing as much as its weight in gold. The Cunning Palace, which served as the Empress's residence during the Ming Dynasty, witnessed a unique event in history, the Renyin Palace coup. This coup was orchestrated by the palace maids, who orchestrated a coup unprecedented in history. While handling the coup, Empress Fangda, while Emperor Jiajing was injured, unjustly murdered the favored concubine Chao Duan. 5 years later, a fire engulfed the palace, but Emperor Jiajing ordered that Empress Fang not be rescued, ultimately resulting in her death in the flames.